We're going to come back and go to Mike in Chicago, Mark in California, Mike in burp on air. Trying to eat lunch in 3 minutes during these breaks, not too good. Excuse me. Ooh. And Mike in California, Bill in Connecticut, and many others. Stay with us. Tons of news coming up.
This is an emergency alert. People don't die of H1N1 infection. They die from system-wide intoxication and toxic shock. Doctors call it the cytokine storm following infection and immune hyperstimulation. Vaccines with immune stimulants or toxic drugs chemicalize your body, adding to your death risk. Prevent death and reverse diseases from infections, vaccinations, and drug toxicity. Call this number to get my free special report about the flu and what to do to save lives, maybe even your own. I'm Dr. Leonard Horowitz. Order Zeolife, the world's most powerful broad-spectrum detoxifier, immune system guard, and vaccine cleanse. Avoid vaccinations and drugs. Use Zeolife and oxysilver hydrosol instead to detox and degerm your body. Stop the shock of toxicity and preventable deaths. Call 1-888-KO-GERMS. That's 1-888-KO-GERMS. Or visit zeolife.net and oxysilver.net and order your free report and package special.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at prisonplanet.tv.
On the average, Americans work between 45 to 50 years, hoping to build up enough wealth to retire and live out their golden years. Unfortunately, with taxation, the rising cost of food, energy, housing, and medical, many retirees are forced to live below the poverty line. Is this a flaw of free enterprise, or is our monetary unit we call the Federal Reserve Note forcing us into perpetual debt, ensuring inflation and higher taxes? These questions and more can be answered by reading G. Edward Griffin's book, The Creature from Jekyll Island. Congressman Ron Paul states it's what every American needs to know about central bank power. A gripping adventure into the secret world of international banking cartel. Hi, this is Ted Anderson. I will give a silver dollar from the early 1900s to anyone who purchases this book. Call 1-800-686-2237 and order a copy today. It's critical that the public be made aware of the system. Call and order your copy today at 1-800-686-2237. That's 1-800-686-2237.
You may be new to freeze-dried foods. You may have storable food questions. You may want to buy your freeze-dried foods from a very reputable company and not go broke in the process. Welcome to the Freeze-Dry Guy. Okay, actually, we're more than just one guy. We're a California-based company that's been serving our U.S. military and other government agencies with the finest in freeze-dried storable foods and emergency rations since 1970. See all about us at freezedryguy.com. With Freeze-Dry Guy freeze-dried foods, you can and will be ready for just about any unexpected crisis. Freeze-dried Guy foods are delicious, require little preparation, and will taste just as fresh decades from now as they do today. Just add hot water and serve. Backpackers consistently rate us #1 year after year as the best tasting and ease of preparation. Isn't that what you want for your family? Visit freezedryguy.com or call 866-404-FOOD. That's 866-404-3663 or go to freezedryguy.com. Freeze Dry Guy, the best you can buy.
While the unions are big businessmen and they're going out like a dinosaur.
It's sundown on the Union. We don't stop the globalists. We are raising the alarm worldwide. Let's go ahead and talk to Mike in Chicago. Mike, go ahead.
Hey, Alex, how are you?
Good.
I have a friend of mine who lives in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the capital city of Saudi Arabia. His father works for one of the princes. And I contacted him on Christmas to wish him a Merry Christmas. He's Muslim, but whatever, I'm a Christian, so, it just is what it is. He told me that there were F-16s making strikes against Yemen for 3 to 4 days before Christmas. I don't know if you know anybody that can confirm that on the inside.
Yes, I can confirm it. 2,000 U.S. Special Forces, according to the New York Times, the day before Christmas, have been in the country. The CIA, the British have been massing. There have been aircraft strikes and drone strikes going on for at least 2 years, accelerating in the month before the Christmas Day attack. Then they claim, though, that they're now there and attacking because of Christmas Day. Just like they order the body scanners the year before, they start going in December and January, and they tell us, oh, we're putting these in because of the underwear bomber.
It is a little odd that they're already making. He said there were F-16s flying over the city of Riyadh and on their way to Yemen for 3 to 4 days before Christmas. And then all of a sudden we have a guy who lights his underwear on fire that justifies everything that we do from there forward.
And he gets walked on the plane, past the body scanners, and somebody's videotaping it on the plane, and they take him off in customs, and somebody reportedly has a bomb, and the FBI lies about it, now admits they lied but won't say why. Look at all the timing of this.
God bless you, Alex. Take care of yourself.
I appreciate your call, Mike. Yes, they admit airstrikes from piloted aircraft. Now, you have to remember, though, they admit U.S. drones are attacking and U.S. aircraft. They don't specify. They quote the CIA and the State Department and the New York Times. December 24th, BBC, December 24th, Associated Press, December 24th. I covered those articles last week. I came on the air Sunday, 3 days after, two and a half days after the underwear attack that has everyone so scared, according to the media, and we covered those. But you have to remember, Saudi Arabia has bought hundreds and hundreds of F-16s. I mean, every few years there's some 150 planes, 200 planes ordered. I mean, you've all seen that in the news. So those maybe Saudi Arabian F-16s, because it is confirmed that Saudi Arabian F-16s and F-15s have been bombing over the last year in northern Yemen. So that's on record. Let's go ahead and talk to Mark in California. Mark, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex, how you doing?
Good, sir.
I just want to let you know and everyone else know out there that Karl Rove is coming to the University of California, Santa Barbara on February 25th, and that we should really get together some kind of...
And he's been praising Obama for continuing rendition, secret arrest, continuing torture, continuing the Patriot Act. For all these stupid Obama lovers, look at Karl Rove, the demon, loving your leader, Obama. Yes, everyone should protest this criminal, and he is a criminal. He called for torture. He engaged in all sorts of criminal acts. He said the president was above the law. He started the signing statements above law. Again, when is Karl Rove sliming into town?
February 25th, and it's going to be at Campbell Hall in the University of California, Santa Barbara.
Okay, Mike, anything else?
No, that's it, man. Just one more thing, actually. They call him a conservative in the newspaper here, the campus newspaper, and I just laugh at that. You know, he's a murderer, a fascist, and he needs to be held for accountable for his war crimes.
Well, he's more than that. He bankrupted our country. I mean, he was one of the chief little minions. But again, mainline conservatives, they love the end of America. They just want their party to be in. The average blue-haired Republican is a piece of garbage. And there's a lot of old folks and young people that are great conservatives, but they understand the Republican Party is bad. Let's go ahead and talk to Bill in Connecticut. Bill, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex, how you doing?
Good.
Happy New Year to you. Hey, I was just sitting here reading this thing on MSNBC, where they have this Israel launches biometric airline security system. And I thought it was interesting that, everybody that's on here making comments are like all praising these guys about how great they are, et cetera, et cetera. But I just have a question for you because I know you know the answer. What was the name of the Israeli security company that had security of all of the airports in the United States prior to 9/11?
They had control of a lot of them. There were several companies. And it's kind of like asking me my cousin's name. I normally know it, but I don't know it. Do you know the name?